the guns here, two kind of cannons again. Bronze guns are very green. These iron guns are the rifled cannons. Whole gun weighs about 2,500 pounds. It would have been wood. These are all cast iron now to hold it better in the weather. The wood has rotted away over the years, so it would have been oak usually, the wheel, the trail, the carriage, but iron fittings around them, either an iron or a bronze cannon tube here. These two here are reproductions. Most of the gun tubes are original. It's about 20 repos, about 375 originals, but these are some of the few fake ones we have on the field. Some over there, though, beyond the monument are original, the gun tubes are. The bronze ones are usually called Napoleons. They're invented in France before the war. They came from the Emperor Napoleon III in the 1850s. This is called a Parrott rifle. The inventor's named Robert Parrott. The cast iron tube is kind of brittle, it bursts once in a while. So Mr. Parrott's, Captain Parrott's idea was, after a band of wrought iron in the breech here, after a reinforcing band for support, to absorb the impact of exploding gases better and not blow up winds easily. So Parrott guns identified with a big fat band around the back, the breech here. Almost all the guns are loaded from the front and fire from a small hole. Okay, these two being reproductions don't have one. A small vent hole here right here to fire the gun, a little vent hole. Load from the front though, there's 5 cannoneers in the gun. 4 privates numbered 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 stand there. The gunner's a corporal in charge of the piece here. He's going to sight down the barrel. This little handle here, turn the handle and raise and lower the gun, elevate the gun this way, and get your elevation this way. You move the gun right and left, easy to do as well. You want to go to the right towards the barn down there. You would basically just tap this side of the carriage here. And the man here would see that step back here. Big long pole through these rings called a trail spike. About this long. One man would step back here, pick up the back of the gun by himself, move the gun to the right or left that way. One guy can do that. So there's left and right there, up and down there. Pretty straightforward to aim. It's about this big, about 2 pounds of gunpowder, little canvas or flannel bag. Load from the front. In this case, about a 10-inch long bullet-shaped cannonball on iron. Load from the front then. Now between rounds though, maybe some burning embers in there from the last shot, smoldering bits of gunpowder still burning in there from the last shot. Between rounds, the man there has a big long pole in his hand called a rammer, about this long sponge on one end. Dip in a bucket of water on the ground, sponge down the tube, pull down the barrel, dampen the embers down, still burning in there from the last shot, just in case. Meantime, create a vacuum and close off air to the barrel. Man here, where I'm standing, has a piece of leather over his thumb called a thumb stall. Lanyard here. Over your thumb it goes. This hole gets red hot. Exploding gases expanding out of the barrel there. Without this, your thumb gets burned out. The tendons are burned off sometimes. You gotta have a small piece of leather here called a thumb stall. Cover your thumb over the vent hole, then sponge it out with water, load it up from the front there. Take your thumb off the hole there. Then the small little bench pick, little priming wire, pokes down through the hole there. Just punch a hole in the powder bag. Close the gunpowder. Punch a small hole in the gunpowder bag. About 2 pounds of gunpowder. And your real kind of a match or a trigger, small copper tube here called a friction primer. Gunpowder filled tube like that. Metal on the one end like that, like a pin of a hand grenade or a match. Little chemical charge where it's painted white there now. Into the vent hole goes there. Maybe do me a favor, hold that. Hold this place right. There's no hole there to do kind of a reenactment here. Hold the pin there. Then of course what you do is this, to fire the gun, you take your last step with a lanyard, about a 10-foot long rope here, and hook goes through the ring here. Pulls back here. Of course, fasten this, I'd be dead by now. Pulls back here, and to fire the gun, you just pull on the rope like that. Pulls this little pin through there, causing a spark. There it is. Right. It pulls that pin through there, causing a spark, ignites the gunpowder, and here the flame down the tube, hits the main charge, ignites that, and off you go. The thing is, with the whole gun, just long, the whole gun rolls back 8-10 feet into the grass here now. 4 gunners grab the wheels from the outside, roll back into place, do it all over again. Normally a good gun crew can aim and load and fire about twice a minute. 5 guys here. Fire this gun can fire maximum range of 2 miles, over twice as far as that white stone barn down there. Over twice as far as that barn. What slows you down really is the smoke. Blinding with the fog at times. That can really slow you down, limit your effectiveness at times. But if a clear day, that barn can be shot for a good gun crew back in the Civil War. Also, really 5 more guys helping you fire the gun. Where those big trees are, big granite slab there is now. Be a big box on 2 wheels, big cart, big box here called a limber, carries cannonballs and the powder bags, and 3 guys run rounds back and forth from the limber to the cannon, more for safety purposes. And then you also have 2 more guys watching the firing. Lieutenants, sergeants, watching with binoculars just by line of sight, watching and seeing them when you're hitting your targets there. So really 10 guys overall. 5 here, 3 back there, 2 off to the right watching the firing. 10 guys operate the cannon. Then each cannon and liver combined are pulled by 6 horses. Each cannon is pulled by 6 horses. If you want to capture a cannon, best way, don't kill the men, kill the horsepower off. 3 days here, 6,000 horses get killed here too. 6,000 get killed. Mostly just by directly shooting for them, capture these big dead paperweights in if the cannon's left on the field there without a horse team to pull it off. Can pull it off though one more way, by the recoil. Fire it, rolls back, fire it, rolls back again. A slow process. They're really sitting ducks out there. You do that though if you had to. But normally you want those horses there to pull the gun that way. The whole thing weighs about 2,500 pounds. Limber's about 1,000 pounds. If it's filled with between 30 and 50 rounds per box. The thing is they can fire though different kind of shots. Solid shot, hit the barn down there, or what they call counter battery fire, destroy enemy cannons, the carriage, the trail, get knocked out, smash the guns, the wheels there. Or against troops, or long ranks of men. You've seen movies, paintings, reenactments, fighting long straight ranks, you know, elbow to elbow, long straight lines of men. Look pretty dumb in movies fighting that way, but really not much choice. They all carry a rifle weighs 8-9 pounds by itself. You can fire it about twice, maybe you're lucky if you 3 shots a minute with a good trained veteran soldier. But blinding smoke from the black powder, deafening noise means you can't see very far in battle, can't hear very far, can't fire very fast. So the idea again was mass like this, line up like this, you know, elbow to elbow, long straight lines like this, 2 ranks deep, put a foot between the ranks like this. Now you can do 3 things. Increase your firepower, every fire at the same time. Communicate better. Hear the officer's commands and the bugle calls with earshot of each other, packed together for earshot. And also, one more thing, the smoke, follow one guy, follow the guy carrying the flag. Flag symbolizes home and country and family. It's also, in the smoke, your point of direction. Flag goes forward, you go forward. Flag falls back, you fall back. Flag goes right, you go right with the flag. But the guy carrying the flag is a target too. You may lose 5, 10 guys carrying the flag. Badge of honor though, if I'm killed, you drop the rifle, pick up the flag right away. If you're killed, you pick up the flag right away. If you get killed, you pick up the flag right away. You get killed, you know, down the line. Flags is in the air going forward at all times. It's a disgrace for the men to lose that flag. Really dishonor for the guys that lose that battle. In fact, the Medal of Honor is a brand new medal in the Northern Army and the Civil War, U.S. Army. Many are given for capturing enemy battle flags in the course of the war. Many guys got the Medal of Honor for capturing enemy flags. But you can also, these things are great against troops, those long lines. Bad news is you're also big, long targets. Give an example of losses. Down there in the woods by the big white stone barn down there. The regiment's initially about 1,000 guys, but now between disease, big killer of the war, even diarrhea takes 20,000 lives over the course of the war. Let alone pneumonia and dysentery and smallpox and malaria and typhoid fever. Nearly 400,000 guys died from disease. 2 for 1 that died on the battlefield. You also may have fought 4, 5, 10 other battles as well. So a regiment of 1,000 men early in the war, the average here in this fight is 325. 2/3 are gone from disease and previous fighting in the first 2 years of the war. But one regiment down there from North Carolina, one of many, 26 North Carolina is bigger than average, 840 men. They left 40 guys behind the lines, from orderlies, messengers, stretcher bearers. They begin down there in the woods down there day 1 with 800 men. First day they lost 588 of 800. Killed, wounded, taken prisoner. Mostly in those woods down there, about an hour and a half, like 2 hours.